Your kidneys may be under attack every single day, and most people never realize it until the damage becomes serious. The scary part is that kidney problems often develop silently. No sharp pain, no dramatic warning, just small signs that slowly become part of daily life. Constant fatigue, swollen ankles, brain fog after meals, or waking up multiple times at night to use the bathroom. Right now, more than 37 million Americans are living with kidney disease, according to the National Kidney Foundation. Researchers also warn that chronic inflammation, hidden sugars, processed foods, excess sodium, and dehydration can slowly scar delicate kidney tissue over time, making it harder for the body to properly filter waste and toxins from the blood. But here's the encouraging news. Studies published through the National Institutes of Health have found that certain natural spices contain powerful plant compounds that may help calm inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, support circulation, and protect kidney cells from daily stress. Some may even help support healthier filtration markers when used consistently as part of a daily routine. And in today's video, you'll discover 4 powerful spices that may help support kidney health naturally, reduce the kidney's workload, and help your body feel lighter and more energized again. Including one surprising spice most Americans rarely use, despite its impressive protective compounds. So, before those quiet warning signs become harder to ignore, let's reveal the spices that may help your kidneys fight back naturally. 4. Cinnamon. There's a reason cinnamon has survived for thousands of years in kitchens all over the world, and it's not just because it tastes good. Long before modern medicine existed, people noticed something unusual about this spice. Heavy meals felt easier afterward. Energy didn't crash as hard. The body simply felt lighter, calmer, more balanced. Today, researchers are beginning to understand why. One of the biggest hidden threats to your kidneys isn't always salt. It's unstable blood sugar and chronic inflammation. Every sharp spike in blood sugar places extra pressure on delicate blood vessels throughout the body, including the tiny filtration units inside the kidneys. Over time, those filters become stressed, inflamed, and less efficient at removing waste from the bloodstream. That's where cinnamon becomes surprisingly powerful. Cinnamon contains natural compounds like cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols that researchers have studied for their antioxidant and metabolic effects. Studies published through the National Institutes of Health suggest cinnamon may help support healthier glucose balance, reduce oxidative stress, and calm inflammatory activity linked to kidney strain. Some researchers believe this is one reason people with healthier metabolic function often place less long-term stress on the kidneys. And here's something most people never hear. The timing matters. Many people only use cinnamon in sugary desserts, which almost defeats the purpose. Others buy cheap powder that has been sitting in a cabinet for years, losing both aroma and potency over time. Then they wonder why they never notice any difference. But some seniors have started using cinnamon very differently. Instead of adding large amounts occasionally, they use small amounts consistently. A warm cinnamon tea in the morning, a sprinkle over oatmeal instead of sugar, mixed into plain yogurt at night instead of processed snacks. One older adult in a small metabolic health program reported feeling noticeably less sluggish after meals within several weeks of replacing sugary creamers with cinnamon and unsweetened oatmeal in the mornings. Researchers also observed steadier glucose patterns in participants using cinnamon regularly alongside healthier eating habits. Now, cinnamon is not a miracle cure, and it won't clean damaged kidneys overnight. But when used the right way, this simple spice may help reduce some of the daily stress your kidneys face, while helping your body feel steadier, lighter, and more energized over time. Sometimes the smallest daily habits are the ones your body remembers the most. 3. Galanga. Most Americans have never heard of galangal, but across parts of Southeast Asia, this fragrant root has been used for generations in soups, broths, and healing teas whenever the body felt heavy, sluggish, or drained. At first glance, galangal looks similar to ginger, but its sharp citrusy aroma and powerful plant compounds give it a very different effect inside the body. And that matters because one of the biggest problems affecting the kidneys today is silent inflammation. When inflammation stays elevated for years, the kidneys are forced to filter blood under constant stress. Tiny filtration units begin working harder and harder to process waste, excess sodium, and metabolic toxins. Over time, many people start noticing the signs: swelling after salty meals, feeling tired even after sleeping, that sluggish, bloated feeling that never fully seems to disappear. Galangal contains bioactive compounds like galangan and flavonoids that researchers have studied for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Early studies published through NIH-linked research databases suggest these compounds may help reduce inflammatory stress and protect cells from oxidative damage. Some laboratory findings have also shown galangal may help support healthier circulation and metabolic balance. Two factors closely connected to long-term kidney function. But here's what makes galangal especially interesting. Unlike many trendy supplements, this root has traditionally been consumed in warm broths and simple daily meals, not massive doses. And that gentle consistency may be part of why it became so respected in traditional cooking cultures. Unfortunately, most people who try galangal use it the wrong way. Some buy dried powder with very little aroma left. Others use too much at once, expecting immediate results. But galangal works best as a steady warming ritual, not a quick fix. One common method is simmering a few thin slices into soup or warm broth during colder evenings. Some people also steep fresh galangal with warm water and lemon as a soothing tea after heavy meals. The warming compounds may help the body feel lighter while supporting digestion and circulation at the same time. In one small observational wellness program involving older adults focused on anti-inflammatory eating habits, participants using warming spices like galangal and ginger regularly often reported less post-meal heaviness and improved daily energy within several weeks. While more human research is still needed, interest in galangal has grown rapidly among researchers studying natural anti-inflammatory foods. And maybe that's the real beauty of this little-known root. It doesn't rely on hype. It quietly supports the body in the background, helping ease some of the daily burden your kidneys carry every single day. 2. Ginger. Chronic inflammation may be silently exhausting your kidneys right now, and most people don't realize it until the damage becomes much harder to reverse. The swelling starts lasting longer. Energy drops faster after meals. The body begins feeling heavier, slower, more drained almost every day. That's why ginger has remained one of the most respected healing spices in the world for generations. Researchers now believe ginger may help protect the kidneys from some of the daily stress caused by inflammation and oxidative damage. Ginger contains powerful natural compounds called gingerols and shogaols, which studies published through NIH research databases have linked to anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some research suggests these compounds may help reduce inflammatory activity connected to kidney tissue strain, while also supporting healthier circulation and metabolic balance. And that matters more than most people realize. Your kidneys depend on healthy blood flow to properly filter waste and excess fluid from the body. But when inflammation stays elevated year after year, those delicate filtration tissues can slowly become less efficient. That's often when the warning signs begin appearing. Puffy ankles at night, brain fog after heavy meals, fatigue that never completely goes away. But here's the mistake many people make with ginger. They only use it once in a while, usually after they already feel sick, or they drink sugary ginger beverages with barely any real ginger inside and expect dramatic results overnight. The people who seem to benefit most usually use ginger consistently in small daily amounts. Fresh slices steeped into hot water after dinner. Ginger simmered into soups instead of relying heavily on salty sauces and processed seasonings. Simple habits that gently support the body over time. And one small trick may make ginger even more powerful. Heat. In many traditional kitchens, ginger was rarely consumed cold. Slow simmering may help release more of its beneficial compounds while also supporting circulation and digestion more gently at the same time. Ginger won't magically reverse kidney damage overnight, but used consistently, this warming root may help reduce some of the inflammatory stress your kidneys quietly fight through every single day, while helping your body feel lighter, steadier, and more energized over time. 1. Turmeric. If there's one spice researchers keep coming back to when studying inflammation and kidney stress, it's turmeric. And the reason is simple. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of long-term kidney damage. Year after year, inflammatory stress can slowly scar delicate kidney tissue, weaken filtration efficiency, and make it harder for the body to remove waste properly. Many people don't notice the damage at first. They simply feel more exhausted, more swollen, more sluggish after meals than they used to. That's what makes turmeric so powerful. Turmeric contains a natural compound called curcumin, which researchers have studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Studies published through NIH research databases suggest curcumin may help reduce oxidative stress, calm inflammatory activity, and help protect kidney cells from damage linked to chronic metabolic stress. And unlike trendy detox cleanses that overload the body, turmeric works more gently by helping calm the inflammatory burden your kidneys deal with every single day. Researchers have also explored curcumin's potential role in supporting circulation, metabolic balance, and healthier inflammatory markers, all closely connected to long-term kidney health. Some experimental studies even observed protective effects against tissue damage caused by prolonged oxidative stress. But here's where most people unknowingly ruin turmeric's benefits. They sprinkle a tiny amount on food once in a while and expect miracles. Or worse, they consume turmeric in heavily processed drinks loaded with sugar and artificial ingredients. Then they assume turmeric itself doesn't work. The real power of turmeric seems to come from consistency and absorption. Curcumin is naturally difficult for the body to absorb on its own. That's why many traditional cooking methods combined turmeric with black pepper or healthy fats like olive oil, coconut milk, or warm broth. In fact, researchers found that piperine, a compound in black pepper, may dramatically improve curcumin absorption. And one small daily ritual may make a bigger difference than people realize. Warm turmeric tea in the evening. Turmeric simmered into soup instead of relying heavily on salty seasonings. Even adding a small amount to eggs, vegetables, or rice consistently over time. Many people who begin using turmeric regularly notice subtle but meaningful changes after several weeks. Less heaviness after meals, reduced puffiness, more stable daily energy. The body simply feels less inflamed. Now, turmeric is not a cure for kidney disease, and it won't magically repair years of damage overnight. But among all the spices researchers have studied for inflammation and oxidative stress, turmeric continues standing out for one reason. It may help reduce some of the daily pressure your kidneys quietly battle every single day. Sometimes the most powerful support for the body doesn't come from something complicated. Sometimes it begins with a simple golden spice used consistently over time. Most kidney problems don't begin in a hospital. They begin quietly, through the small choices repeated every single day. The foods we eat, the inflammation we ignore, the stress we place on the body year after year without realizing what it's doing underneath the surface. And that's why these simple spices matter more than people think, not because they're magic, but because helping the body fight inflammation a little more each day, supporting circulation a little more each day, reducing some of the burden on the kidneys a little more each day, can slowly add up over time. Maybe that starts with adding ginger to your evening tea. Maybe it's replacing extra sugar with cinnamon. Maybe it's finally giving your body some of the support it's been asking for, because the truth is, your kidneys work silently for you every moment of your life. They deserve the same care in return. And if this video helped you, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below saying kidney health, so we know you watched until the end. We read every comment. And your story may encourage someone else who's struggling silently right now. Take care of your body early, because protecting your kidneys is always easier than trying to repair them later.